Very curious the other day, 32 Thoughts, the podcast, one of the top podcasts in the world, Elliot Friedman, who we've had on this show, good buddies as well with Jeff Merrick, speculating that Nick Robertson is somebody the Philadelphia Flyers really like, and Nick Robertson could be a guy in need of a change of scenery. But this comes back to me, a guy like Nick Robertson coming off severe shoulder surgery. He's yet to be even close to his potential. It's been a rocky road thus far. I just don't know if it makes sense to sell low on a Nick Robertson right now.
It's tough because these young players with potential, you don't have a crystal ball and you don't know what they're going to turn into. And the Leafs do obviously have a history of letting guys go and they flourish outside and make their fans, palm their face. But you don't know what he's going to be. And I mean, there's times where he looked like, holy smokes, this guy could be a player. And then there's times where it's like, yeah, he's just blending in out there, not really, capable of big things. But again, he's quite young and you just don't know what he'll develop into. But like we spoke of earlier, like how many pieces do these guys have? How much bait do they have to try to better their team? You can't just say, I'm going to make my team better and not give up anything that's good. If you don't give up anything with potential, with stock, then you're never going to get anything in return. So all these people crying for trades and make your team better. Well, did you think about the other side of that on what you have to give up? It has to be something good or you just won't get the deal done. Someone else has to want what you have. And how much stock does Nick Robertson would be interesting to see because there's other outfits and teams out there who go to their scouting staff and say, have you seen this guy? Yeah. Look at his brother. Yeah. We can, he's something that we might be able to steal this guy. And what do we have to give up? Oh, this loner guy that we're going to lose anyways, with a year left on his contract, something of that nature. It could potentially get done, but we don't know what Nick Robertson's going to turn into, but we do need to give something up if we're going to get something in return. And, Matthew Nyes is my big prize as far as prospects coming into this franchise. It's going to make some noise. So that leaves Robertson, the guy that could potentially be trade bait.
Well, that's the key. I think a guy like Nyes has overtaken Nick Robertson. Like Robertson, we had that conversation for so many years, and unfortunately, he just can't stay healthy. Where he's like that surefire top 6 guy to play with the big boys. But I think in one fell swoop, Nyes has taken that position. So I say yes. Right to your point, who do you have to give up? I know Nick Robertson, you're probably selling low, but I think there's got to be that one team out there, and that's all it takes. That one team to say, hey, we know who this guy's brother is. We know where he's taken in the draft. We know what he did in junior. That potential is there if he can stay healthy. Let's pick him up. Let's do it. And that's what it lands to with me. I think obviously there's going to be that Dubas contingent, the faithful fans that will never leave this market that say, hey, this guy knew what he was doing. It'll be the biggest mistake that Brad Treliving makes. And I would just say any move Brad Treliving makes is going to be, the Dubas contingent's going to be skeptical on it. I mean, just start there. But there's going to be that part of that rationale that says, you're just not making the right decision by trading a Nick Robertson. But sometimes you have to make tough decisions. I think if it means bringing in another player and you deal Nick Robertson, you have to do it.